Tunic. What a phenomenal game. It's one of the best I've ever played. Do you know one of the best parts of it? Its hidden mysteries. This game was conceived to be about secrets. So now, I want to gather them all in an iceberg. How deep will it go? Will we be able to uncover the truths that have been buried down? Or have those truths been sitting in plain sight, just out of our perception? Can we get to the bottom of this forgotten world? Or maybe, are there questions whose answers have been lost forever? Dear viewers, strap in, because this will be a long journey. I'm Mr. Aya, and this is the Tunic Iceberg. Finji. It's the publisher of Tunic, founded in 2006 by Adam and Rebecca Saltzman. Other games to its name are Chicory, A Night in the Woods, and Usual June. Inspirations. I think it's pretty obvious that this game is inspired by 2D Zelda games. I mean, look at this crunkly. Its other inspiration, mainly for combat, is none other than Oh! It also has elements borrowed from PES, which most of them will be relevant in deeper levels of our iceberg. Andrew Schuldice, also known as Dicey, is the game developer and the creator of Tunic. For the moment, it's his only game. He developed Tunic with the intention of making a game about secrets, wanting to evoke the same feelings of astonishment and curiosity he had when he first played video games as a child. The manual. The main gimmick of the game. It's a virtual book that resembles old game manuals, giving you instructions and hints for just about everything in the game. The catch is that its pages are scattered throughout the whole world, having to be collected, and most of the text is encrypted in an unknown language. This manual will be very important for the iceberg, since most of the information we have about the world of Tunic lies here. Kevin Regami. He's the creative director of Power Up Audio and, more important to this discussion, the sound designer of Tunic. You might know him as the stupid-ass block from Celeste. He's also the responsible for the audio of Darkest Dungeon, Crypt of the Necrodancer, and Super Meat Boy Forever. Lifeform and Janice Kwan. These two composers are the ones responsible for the game's soundtrack. They aren't that important for this iceberg. I just wanted to mention them because the songs for this game are amazing and are a big reason why Tunic nails on the atmosphere aspect. Fott's mom.
Mom? I am now approaching. Is that my mom? Mom? Fox mom?
Before we do, let's stop off and say hi to Fox Mom. Hi, Fox Mom.
Oh, there's a person in there. Is that my mom? Ma! Ma!
Yeah, it's a common misconception between casual players, and I can see why. I made the same conclusion at first, and it's because of us looking like a kid, and the other Fox being a lot taller while looking more feminine. But well, it's probably intentional, since it makes that reveal a lot more shocking. Hidden areas. This game is filled to the brim with hidden places. Most of them are perspective tricks which lead to chests containing goodies. I will eventually make you paranoid, slamming into every wall, dark corner possible, but that's beside the point. However, there may be other secrets that are more convoluted, a little more interesting destinies. Those ones have their own places in the iceberg. Checkpoints and offerings. Throughout the world, there are these statues which can be used to rest, save it like any other game. They can also be used to bring an offering, buffing one of your seed stats depending on which material you brought. These statues resemble the same trap bots we meet at the beginning of the game, and it's safe to assume that they were made to pray and honor that bots. But why? That's a great question, dear viewer. Cards. Some chests contain cards that, if equipped, will boost your stats in different ways, and sometimes with trade-offs. For example, Tincture increases attack at the cost of lowering defense, Inverted Ash replaces the healing potions for magic repentance potions, Aura's Gem increases the parry time window, and Fire Sword grants you... a Fire Sword, who would have guessed, at the cost of becoming a no-hitter. But cards also have the same deal as manual and, to be honest, the rest of the game, as they don't tell you absolutely anything about how they work. At least, not directly, of course. So, how do you equip them? Well, it's with these cards all sitting on the menu. You start with only one slot, but you can have up to 5 by getting wishes from anywhere. And by that I mean to throw these golden coins at them. Echo of Self. Whenever you come back to the very place you most recently perished, you find a ghost version of yourself lying there. Interacting with it makes it explode, damaging enemies nearby, and dropping the 20 gold you lost upon death. The manual says, what was, but is now not. The ghostly form of an echo of self. Touch it to break its connection to the cycle, and let it drip back into the shore. Be kind, as this is your fate as well. Pray. It's the first secret mechanic, hidden for the first quarter of the game. Praying can be done by pressing the roll button for about 1.5 seconds while standing still. This mechanic is vital for activating these towers, as well as traveling through worlds. Moreover, the chanting that plays while praying will try to match the corresponding song in the background. Magic. Once you get a magic item and use it, a blue bar will appear next to the other two, decreasing every time those items get used. The only ways to refill the bar outside of resting and card abilities are defeating very specific enemies, praying on the towers for the first time, and eating blue fruits. As you can see, the magic sources are very limited, and the manual may give us a clue on why. I quote, magic items. Some items use the power of your soul. Magic points refill when you rest, but there is a finite number of souls in this world. This suggests that the magic is equivalent to our soul, and, by extension, magic sources are other souls we consume to fill ours. Special techniques. This refers to the advanced actions one can do for combat that require stamina. Those include roll stabbing and parrying. The latter one even replenishes your stamina if done correctly. Dominating these techniques can provide you a great advantage in combat, and trust me when I say that you'll need it. Or you can just, throw bombs like a paramedic. I mean, that also works. Ruin Seeker. It's already fought, the name of our protagonist, although it has a double meaning. Ruin Seeker as if someone who seeks the ruins of this world, and as if someone who seeks ruin for this world. The latter one makes sense considering what we do at the end of the game. I'll explain that later. The Ninth. Oh shoot, wrong game. There we go. Normally the second boss of the game, and one with a huge difficulty spike. He guards the East Bell Tower, but not much else is known about him besides being stated as a sleeping guardian, one of many, and having a disturbing resemblance to the disquiet beings. Who are those disquiet beings? Just keep them in mind. We'll discuss them eventually. The shop. Funny enough, this is one of the places we have the least information associated with it. We don't know about what is this location, who is the shopkeeper, why does he look like that, and how we can access the shop through several points of the whole world. Hell, there isn't even a single mention of it on the whole 56-page menu, for God's sake. The only, and I mean only, confirmed information we have about said place is the text below the question marks that appear when we enter. It says, "Hold in time." Do what you will with that info. 3 keys. Red, green, and blue. These are the keys needed to unlock the Shadow Oubliette, the prison where the strange thoughts resides in. One is covered in a forest temple, the other was stolen to the top of the sky, and the last one is sealed at the root of the world. The temple is where a ruined seeker will place those 3 hexagons to free their thoughts. Friend. And with that, we conclude episode 1. If you want to see the next episode, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe, because if this video gets to 1,000 likes, this series will continue. Anyways, hope we meet again, dear viewer. Only time will tell.